Welcome back to ADNAC Accent Coaching. My name is Allison. These are answers for my AMA video. I got 4 or 5 questions, I think. Thank you so much. And also just like a little kind of statement. I know that these videos aren't the best in terms of like technology. Like I don't have like the words on the screen and I don't have like a flashy like, transitions between things. So if anyone out there wants to do video editing for me in return for accent coaching, please get in touch with me. I really don't have the mental bandwidth to learn how to do that stuff right now. So, and also I don't have the mental bandwidth to caption my videos, and the captions that are generated by YouTube sometimes make no sense because I'm giving instructions on speech and I have to parse the words separately. The captions can be kind of, nonsense. So let's just forge ahead with that out of the way. First question was, is the on in icon the same as the on in Amazon? And that is yes. Icon and Amazon have the same on sound. But when you see an on in a word like connect, connect, there's no on sound there. I'm not saying connect, right? But when I say concentrate, I'm using con. So this is about word stress, whether or not you will minimize this vowel into basically a schwa, or whether you do the full stress of the vowel depends on where the syllable stress is and where the word stress is. So connect, that's a schwa, connect, because stress is on necked. And for concentrate, I can do a con because the stress is on concentrate in con. The next one was, is flour, like the flour that you bake with, the same as flowers that grow out of the ground? The answer is yes. And for these words, there's a lot of these pairs where it seems like it could be one syllable, and it could be, but we're talking about the Pacific Northwest accent, right? I'm not saying all English is like this, all North American English is like this. This is my accent. If you want to sound like me, these are the videos to watch. So yeah, someone might say flower as one syllable, like Captain Janeway would totally say it that way, because she would say fire like fire. Like she would make it into one syllable. So she has like a transatlantic kind of accent, like a movie star from the 50s kind of accent, which is what I love about her. So she could make flour into one syllable. Oh, we're baking with flour, right? Because she can somehow squish that R in there. But for the rest of us, yeah, we're going to say flour for both. Same with towel. These words with a W in the middle, it seems like there's no consonant in the middle, but there's a consonant connecting the vowel sounds with a w sound. So that's why it's 2 syllables. Flower. It's fla first syllable with the vowel, a, and then for the were, it's the second syllable. So that W sound is separating or connecting, I guess you could say, both syllables. Flower. So the next one, how do you say species or species? I hear both. I think both are totally acceptable in North America. I think it's easier to understand if you separate the S sound. So I do species, because saying species is kind of confusing because the first is an S and the second is a C. So this reminds me of like British English, like when British people say schedule instead of schedule, or they say, association instead of association, that kind of thing. Associate, that kind of, they don't have the sh sounds as often as we do. I'm not giving a very good example. But yes, species or species, both are fine. Species, I think, is like more kind of common and more noticeable. And the next question was about sentence intonation. So in English and North American English, if you want to ask a question, there's 2 ways to do the intonation. If it's a yes-no question, you will always go up at the end. Are you coming? Yes or no. Do you want to go? Yes or no, right? And the other types of questions, these are called content or WH questions, WH as in who, where, why, when. Those ones will go up and then down. So, are you coming? Up. Where do you want to go? Down. If I said, where do you want to go in the same intonation as the yes, no, it would sound a bit weird. Where do you want to go? Are you coming? Where do you want to go? And certainly some people do talk this way, but it's better to say, where do you want to go? Because your listener knows then that you're expecting an open-ended answer, not just a yes or no. So that's sentence intonation for questions in English. And just to compare this to British English, because I always like to just compare these two. To ask a question in British English, I'm not even going to put on a British accent in terms of like pronunciation. I'm literally just going to use the stress pattern, the intonation. Would you like to do this then? Would you like a cup of tea then? Da 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 da. So in British English, there's not, would you like a cup of tea? It's, would you like a cup of tea then? So that's the differentiation I want people to notice between these two kind of dialects of English. The other thing with sentence intonation, by focusing on one word in the sentence, you can change the meaning of the sentence in like 10 different ways. So if we have the sentence, do you want to go to the pool today? Just plain old, do you want to go to the pool today? That's a yes, no. But I could say, do you want to go to the pool today? As in, do you really want to? Like yesterday, you kind of said that you didn't want to. I could also say, do you really want to go to the pool today? As in, I'm pointing out a specific person amongst a group of people. Do you want to go to the pool today? Maybe you have to, but you don't want to, right? Do you want to go to the pool today? Why would we go to the pool? Why don't we go somewhere else? Do you want to go to the pool today? Oh, you mean today or tomorrow? So those are a bunch of different ways that you can, for as many words there are in the sentence, you could stress it those different ways to communicate those different ideas. So I'll just go through those again. Do you want to go to the pool today? Do you want to go to the pool today? Do you want to go to the sentence intonation? And thank you so much for leaving me questions. I'm so happy that people like to engage with my very basic pronunciation content. You know, if nobody else is going to do this, I feel like it's my job. If no one else is going to be the Pacific Northwest accent coach on YouTube, like that has to be, this is a job that has been placed upon me by the need of society. So I feel like I'm accomplishing something or doing something when people ask me questions and I can help them communicate better. So thank you so much for being part of this journey. See you in the next one. Thanks for watching.